The footprint of this tent is about 18 inches wide, 9 inches tall. So anyone that's more than, say, 9 inches tall is probably going to have a problem getting into this particular tent. This is a much larger tent here. This tent here is actually approximately 24 inches wide by about 14 inches long, which does pose some problems, challenges with where to put your bed, because typically most people require an area that's longer than 24 inches to sleep on. But as you can see, this one here is much taller. It's about 15 inches tall. But again, you know, the entryways here are about 6.5 inches tall. So if you're more than 6.5 inches tall, you could have problems getting in and out, especially, you know, in the middle of the night when you've got to go to the bathroom. Sometimes you're in a hurry, and getting in and out of a 6-inch opening, it's a little tough when you're bladder challenged. So let's move on to this one here. This is the Eddie Bauer Sequoia Family Dome Tent, and it's 26 inches wide, 14 inches tall. So being a 14-inch tall dome tent, it's a little more generous than most of the other tents here. So, you know, if for instance you are shorter than 14 inches, you should feel fine in this tent here. This would be a fantastic tent for you. Great Land Dome tent here. That is looks like it's a little wider on the top than it is on the bottom. So that's about 20 inches wide there. Looks like it's about 13 inches deep. So, you know, typically we like to put our beds in that way. You might feel a little uncomfortable with a 13-inch long bed. I myself would probably need a little more than that. The opening here is really small, 5 inches. You're going to really have a hard time getting in there. In fact, you know, just starting with just my hand here, I'm already feeling a little bit crowded getting into this tent. So, of course, for those that are a lot less demanding, here's another Great Land backpacking tent. The tent itself is about the size of one of my backpacks. 8 inches tall. This video is all about accuracy. It's about 17 inches wide. The opening is only 4 inches tall. So again, those people that are taller than 4 inches will probably have some issues getting in and out of the tent. Can't get in, then, you know, your sleeping quarters are kind of irrelevant. Then we have the gazebos here, which are really generous here. This gazebo is about 18 inches tall. So anyone that is, you know, 18 inches or shorter will feel right at home in here. And of course, you know, you have lots and lots of room to the left and to the right. You have about 15 inches wide. So, you know, lots of room to move around if you're an 18-inch person. Unless we can find some more tents to look at, I think we're done here. This is the Eddie Bauer family dome tent with the screen room. And you can see that although this tent is probably approximately 18 inches tall, it appears that some 18-inch tall person needed a spare part for their tent, and so they replaced it with one that they stole from this tent here. So you can see that there is a high demand for 18-inch tall tents.